I'm Jermaine.
And I'm Renee,
and we're the Max.
As foster care ambassadors for the For the Child foster care program run by Family Life Ministries and Nairn Homes out of Canada, we invite you to prayerfully consider becoming approved foster parents so that you too can pour into the lives of our nation's children and truly care for the orphans. James 1:27 tells us that pure and genuine religion in the eyes of God the Father means caring for the orphans and the widows in their distress.
So we had the awesome opportunity to be foster parents for the first time in 2021 after we had spent just so many years trying for children, and as we were, diligently seeking the Lord in prayer as we normally did, the Lord said to us, He led us to foster care. And what we found in that process, it's we saw His favor in that He led us to it, and He made the process so easy for us, in terms of just how fast it was, for us to be approved. The experience in working with the caseworker, everything about the process. And once we were assigned, we had the opportunity to be selected as guardians for a 3-month-old baby boy, and we're able to spend next 4 months of his life with him, to pour into his life, to love him, to provide a safe space for him, to what we believe plant a seed of righteousness in him that will stay with him for the rest of his life. At the end of the 4 months, we had to return him to his birth family, which is ultimately the goal of foster care. You want to ensure that there is some sort of permanent solution at the end of it. So foster care can lead to adoption, or it can lead to the child going back to their birth parents. Either way, we believe that we had the opportunity to partner with his family in providing that safe space for him.
So, though we were heartbroken at the end of that, we certainly received the support from our community, from our church, and the healing from the Lord, and additional counseling to help us heal and get through that process. After which, we were ready to go again and foster another little boy. That is when our jelly bean joined the family, December 2021. You may see him running up and down the aisles here in church, So you may be a little familiar with him. Now, when he came to us, he was 1 year old. He had just turned 1, but he was undernourished, he was lethargic, and he was also just without any security at all. So he screamed a lot. But today, we see a transformed child before our eyes, and we give God thanks for him every day.
So we have had the opportunity again for Jellybean to pour into his life, to plant a seed of righteousness in him, to ensure that during this period of his life that we don't know how long it will be, but we trust that the Lord will let him be with us for as long as he needs to be. We just pray that you will make yourself available to the Lord to use in that way, if it is He's calling you to that.
So currently there are over 4,000 children in state care, like our jelly bean, in need of a stable home, in need of care, in need of a family and nurture. And so we implore you today to consider being that family for a child or children. Who better to step in and serve in this way than the body of Christ?
So if you'd like to find out more information about foster care,
or if you just have any more questions about it,
feel free to reach out to us anytime.